This is Muscle Central and I'm Michael Diamond. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, the 2024 Olympia is about 9 weeks away, and we only have two qualifications remaining. The other shows that are going to take place before the Olympia are Olympia qualifiers for 2025. People are already talking about the expected front runners, who might make a big impression at the Olympia this year. And I really don't hear anybody talking about BEHROOZ TABANI. Now, part of it could be the fact that the previous two Olympias he missed because of visa issues. He hasn't made it to some other shows in other countries because of the visa situation. So maybe people are just assuming that we've seen it the last 2 years, it's probably just going to happen again. So nobody's really talking about him. Watching a recent Cutler cast, Milos Sarcev, that is. Now, he's the prep coach for BEHROOZ TABANI. He didn't directly say that things are taken care of and Tabani will definitely be at the Olympia. But I can't remember exactly word for word what he said, but he gave the impression that things are happening and there's a very good chance we're going to see BEHROOZ TABANI at the Olympia this year. It'd be a shame if for 3 years in a row he can't get to the Olympia. How might he do on his first Olympia? It could be a problem. Let's keep in mind, he just recently beat a good William Bonac and a good Nathan D'Asha. And it wasn't that long ago, I believe it was the Romania show after the Olympia last year, where you could have made a very good argument for BEHROOZ beating Sampson. Keep in mind, at that time, Sampson was still working with Milos, so Milos had both those athletes. You could have made a very good argument. BEHROOZ is no one to take lightly, not at all. Come the Olympia, I'm going to go under the assumption that we will see him on the Olympia stage. I can virtually guarantee you this. He is top 10 in the Olympia. I will stake anything on that. I can very easily see him in that first call out. And even if he doesn't make the first call out, doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to see him up there at the end. We've seen it before where guys were not in that first call out and they moved up during the judging, and we have seen somebody actually go from the third call out to an Olympia victory. Okay. If he's there on that stage, we will see him matched up against the best in the world. We haven't had a chance to see that, but let's take into consideration, like I just mentioned, less than a year ago, he stood next to the number 3 person, the third best bodybuilder in the world and Samson Dowder. Damn, that was fucking tough to get out. He stood next to the third best bodybuilder in the world, Samson Dowder, and arguably could have beaten him. I am very much looking forward to seeing BEHROOZ Tabani on the Olympia stage this year. This year I actually happen to have a pretty good feeling about it. Milos sounded pretty optimistic when he was talking about it, and let's hope that this all plays out the way we want to see it play out. BEHROOZ Tabani gets his visa, gets into the United States, gets on the Olympia stage for the first time. I guarantee you that happens. He's top 10. Do not be surprised if we see him in top 6 or even a little better. I am not predicting him for a win by any means, but I think if we see him on stage, he's going to make a big impression and he's going to open a lot of eyes. You can agree or disagree with anything I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.